everybody. Welcome to the show with Mike and T-Roy. Hello, T.
Hey, buddy.
Love your sweatshirt.
It's pretty fucking legit, isn't it?
Yeah. Marvin's Marvelous Mechanical Museum. Have you kept up on your petition there?
I have. It was getting up near 25,000 last I saw.
Wow,
But that was a couple
even higher.
That was a couple hours ago. So
And that meeting is tonight.
it is 7:30. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hurry up, maybe I'll go.
Really?
No.
Yeah, someone sent us something about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw it in my what is that? Neighborhood app or whatever.
Oh, the
You know that
next door.
Next door, yeah.
Yeah.
Marvin's Marvelous Mechanical Museum is facing the wrecking ball.
That's the standard one going around. Yep.
If you truly love this Farmington Hills gem and don't want to see it go away, you better show up to the November 16th meeting at 7:30. So if you're listening live right now, that would be
Hurry up.
a couple hours from now.
Oh yeah, we're over 26,514 now.
There you go. Farmington Hills City Council Hall. Here's the info below. Yes, it's very true. Sad as a lot of people are against it because of Marvin's Marvelous Mechanical Museum. Lots of old memories they shared with their friends and family over the years. So do I. I used to work for Marvin back in the 80s when it was Tally Hall. Lots
Hell
of
yeah.
old memories there if you want to contest the demolition of the mall for the Myers.
You were never there. You never went to Tally Hall, did you?
Probably, maybe.
I was say that was before you
That
were
was
on
the
this
name
side.
of the mall
Yeah, it was
complex.
like a
Tally Hall.
food court stuff going on in there.
Yeah.
It was Hunter Square, Hunter's Ridge, or whatever. Hunter Square, I think.
Yeah.
It's a shopping
what
center.
year are you
itself.
talking? 80s, 90s?
Oh boy, Tally Hall. Yeah, it was late '80s. Tally Hall was probably gone.
So was Marvin's in Tally Hall?
Yes, Marvin's was
Okay.
was the staple of Tally Hall, and then they
Okay.
had a bunch of food courts and little shops and stuff like that.
Perfect spot for kids to hang out.
It was. Yeah, it was. It really was. But yeah,
I
I want to
remember
say like
the-
88, 87, 88 when
Okay.
Tally Hall bounced.
Yeah. Maybe I wasn't. I used to go to the arcade. I went to Marvin's plenty, but the arcade and putt and go-kart.
Putt and slut.
What was it?
Putt and slut.
Is that at 9 Mile and
Yeah,
Grand
River
Freedom
and
Road?
and Orchard Lake right in there. Yeah,
Yeah. I used to do that one a lot.
Yeah.
Quite a bit. Did that have go-karts?
yeah. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
That's it.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah,
That one was awesome.
mini golf,
Yeah.
go karts, and an arcade.
Yeah, when you're a little kid, maybe they had
Still there,
batting cages. I know. I'm shocked by that.
hanging on. Yeah,
Perfect spot for a kid in the summer, and they got
So
the
good.
ice cream and yeah, it was great. It was great. Well, it'd be a shame to have to move Marvin's.
yeah. I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm not sure
Would
what would
Jeremy
happen.
keep it around? And
I'm not sure
because
I'm not
Marv
sure.
Marv's not alive anymore.
Marv is gone. Rest in power, my dude.
Yeah.
Marv was a cool ass dude.
It'd be hard to replicate that without Marv.
Yeah, well, I mean, you have all the stuff. I mean, so it's whether or not it's worth the time and the effort and the hassle of moving, because I mean that stuff has been there for decades.
Right.
And
right.
and the space is so unique. It's
Yep.
every square inch is covered in something, and it's not just games. It's memorabilia. It's history.
Oh
it's
yeah,
stuff.
he loved coin op stuff.
Yeah.
So any of the coin op things.
Yeah, but he
like old movie shit.
He's got
and-
old it's a lot of that stuff's got to be so collectible. The old like Ringling Brothers banners, like original.
Yeah.
I saw one of the videos. It's something they've got like Ringling Brothers like original like giant thing that something they had back in the day. It was like their
Yeah.
big goof. He's got the original one of that.
Wow.
He put one of those conveyors for like dry
Yeah,
cleaners in. The
Yeah,
planes
has the
fly
planes
around
going
in
around.
there, and
Very cool.
But I mean, there is so much stuff in there. You can be there for hours and never play a single game.
Yeah. I think I took Marshall and Amanda there last time when they were here.
Yeah, it's a good move.
I think we went over there. I could be wrong, but they might have even known about it.
Maybe.
Like it's a pretty well known spot, but
Yeah.
it's perfect for kids. Anyone that likes that sort of stuff.
That's not bad for adults either.
No, it's great for
Mm-hmm.
adults. It's great. I mean, when we were kids, do you remember you and I going in there with Jeremy?
Oh yeah, remember we
open
beat
the
Simpsons.
machine? Yeah,
we beat
yeah.
Simpsons.
His dad would just give us a bucket of quarters.
Yeah,
And
just
we
open the machine and just give us the quarters.
Yeah.
and we as soon as you die and start flashing.
Yep.
Yeah, we went like start to finish on the Simpsons game. We beat it and played for like 4 hours straight or something crazy like that.
But never really dying.
no, never
throwing
really. I mean, he
quarters
died
in.
a million times. Just kept shoving quarters in. there.
Yeah. You hate to lose stuff like that. That is,
For a Myers.
it's iconic.
yeah.
Yeah.
Only
there's
thing
enough
worse than a
fucking
Myers would be for condos.
Yeah, right.
of development like that.
Exactly.
Fuck, stop it.
And I get it. We could use a Meyer over there.
We could.
Meyer blows.
You know what? They're about to tear down Langens, the bowling alley over there.
Are they really?
Yeah, use that corner over there. Do something else.
Yeah.
Go find a spot.
Yeah. Agreed. Well, hopefully we get some good news coming out of
Fingers crossed. Let's
City
go.
Hall, and hopefully that meeting goes well and a lot of people show up.
Yeah.
For sure.
Seems like it. Seems like it's got a lot of traction, and I'm hoping that quite a few people go there and make their voice heard.
Yeah.
I don't know what this petition actually does, but the fact that it's only been in a few days. I think this started 3 days ago.
Right.
The petition.
They must have known for a while too. I'm surprised it didn't get legs before this.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I just finally saw somebody. Jeremy posted something about it on Facebook.
Did he?
Yeah, and then it took off from there. I shared it, and people have shared it, and it's gone from there. But I mean, maybe not. Maybe they just found out that it was a possibility. I don't know.
Yeah. Well,
because they're just tenants. They don't own the property.
Yeah,
so
which is common.
Yeah.
We lost our little, deli, mini grocery store around here.
Yeah.
Which is great. They sold liquor and beer, and Carl ran it, the chef master or whatever, and he'd make the most, and it was costly because it was, Franklin. But when you were like, shit, it's Saturday night, what are we going to do? You could go up there and get these amazing, massive chicken shish kebabs and just throw those on the grill, and they were
I think that's
fat onions and
chicken
peppers.
shish kebab. I think it's just chicken kebab. Shish kebab is same thing.
Well, whatever, you know what I'm talking about. But anyway, they'd be like these really ripe, thick green peppers and onions and red peppers and cubes of chicken, like a full chicken. I mean, they were massive. You could make 3 meals out of them. And
not the shit you get at like Myers Deli,
no,
ready to go. No.
And all
People
the
that cared about your
sides
stuff.
too, and little from everything from chicken wings. It was awesome.
And if
that
nothing else,
that was a rent dispute.
Yeah.
And so now they've moved. And I've never been back. But they're over by by Gene's Hardware where that used to be.
Yeah, well, that's just the ice cream place now. That's all they're doing there.
No, the one a couple doors down from the ice cream place I'm talking about, Carl's.
Oh,
Where it was what do they call it? Yeah, there were 2. We had our ice cream spot, and then we had the mini mart, which sold great vegetables.
I thought you said they were over there now.
Now that mart with Carl has gone to like by the Grapevine and where Gene's was.
Okay,
That's over there now.
Okay,
Yeah.
you sure?
Yeah, 100%, 1,000%.
Okay.
But the ice cream place you're talking about is somewhere around. I don't know where it is. But.
Yeah, next to Gene's Hardware.
Okay, well, maybe they both moved there. I don't know.
Maybe.
But that's where Carl is. I see
Okay.
it. I pass it all the time.
Fair enough.
So, anyway, does Myers get the kind of shit that Target has gotten of late?
I haven't heard any of that.
Target's really stepped into the woke arena.
Yeah, they went in those tuck bathing suits and stuff
Yeah.
and decided to put that right up in front.
Yeah.
And they got their pee-pee slapped.
But they're on the right side of history, so why wouldn't they just leave that? Obviously, if they're so believing in what they're doing, why would they move it?
Way
Way
I
into
don't
the
know.
back and
Well,
hide it
because
from-
they got a little pushback just like anything else when people react.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, but they keep doing it. That's the weird thing. It's
Sneak
like,
it back out.
yeah,
Pee-pee slap and pull it back and stick it back out.
Yeah, but you'd think that, these people fighting, like on the right side of history. At first, I'd say, are you sure about that? You sure you're on the right side of history here? Because every time, it's like you have a website and it's like, ooh, we're doing these surgeries on toddlers, and they're bragging about it. And then, people get wind of it and it becomes a news story, and all of a sudden they scrub everything. And it's like, wait a minute, I thought you were fully behind this, believed in it, and this is a really important cause. I mean, you're saving lives. Mm-hmm. So why would you abandon that then? It doesn't make sense to me.
Well, because they don't believe what they're saying.
Oh, is that what it is? Huh.
That's exactly what it is.
Wow. Interesting. Well, Target, certainly not a stranger to the controversy.
And I don't trust any, I mean, nothing that comes out of a corporation like that means fuck all to me because it's all bottom line. It's all about the dollar.
Yeah.
They don't give a shit about anybody.
But haven't we seen you fuck around long enough and you can lose legitimate dollars? You can lose market share. You can lose. And you know what? At the end of the day, these people are starting to be sued by their boards. Like, you're not doing like, we invested in this company to make money, not to push some fucking agenda. that's now cost, like I think InBev or whatever is being sued by investors. Target might be being sued by investors.
Okay.
Where it's like these people are like, no. Your job in this capitalist society is to make us money, not fuck around like this.
Yeah, this is a business, bottom line.
Right.
Not an organization.
Right. You want to do that shit on the weekends and walk around with a picket sign and fucking throw rainbows up in the air? Knock yourself out. But when you're here, you're representing all of our dollars.
You have
so
to do what's
knock it
in
off.
the best interest of this company.
Right. Like that's your only job. Well,
which is sort of sad on its face too.
Yeah. Target has doubled down on its acceptance of radical gender theory despite a second straight negative sales report. Target selected a man named Eric Thompson as its senior LGBTQIA plus segmentation strategist and pride lead.
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah, I didn't know what that was either. I was hoping you could fill me in on that.
No, it's not my area of expertise.
No, not mine either. Yeah, segmentation and strategist and pride lead. And he's got the black fist, too, for Black Lives Matter in his bio, along with the trans flag that just has the shit brown stripe. I think that's the only real difference. They added there might be a triangle on there somewhere, but didn't they add a...
I think that would have been the first stripe they put in there.
The brown one?
Stripe, yeah. The skid mark.
Yeah, the skid mark. Yeah. I mean, it really does look like it doesn't belong. I got to be honest with you. When you see the brown, it's
Did we just run out of colors?
Maybe. He goes by Gay Cruella. So Cruella is the
Cruella
Disney.
DeVille.
Yeah.
From the 101 Dalmatians.
Yes.
Yeah.
The newest Cruella, was it Cruella?
Did they do a spin-off of that?
It was
Probably.
not bad. It was a Disney flick, and it's got that actress that I really like. If I said her name, you'd know her.
Probably.
It wasn't terrible. I watched it a couple years ago. It wasn't awful.
Sure.
But I don't think it had anything to do with the Dalmatians. Maybe they made a mink coat.
This is her backstory. Had to go through and do everybody's backstory. That's what they're doing now.
Maybe.
This is why Cruella became so Cruella.
Yeah.
She used to be nice Ella.
Black
now
and
she's
white
Cruella.
hair, right? The black and white.
Yes, half and half.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Hot chick, though, playing Cruella in the Disney movies, so that always helps. You'd know her if I could say it. Gay Cruella shared with with their followers, I don't know, that it was honored to accept the role. Time to whip it out.
Oh, Emma Stone.
Emma Stone, yeah.
There you go.
Right? Big fan.
Yeah, that's good stuff.
So he says, he gets this new job, executive level, running the pride shit and the fucking tranny shit for Target. Time to whip out the glitter and hellfire flamethrowers and rip that old world to shreds, darlings.
Cool.
Okay.
Well, how long does this person keep this job? Over under on, I'll give it a year.
Yeah, I was going to say a year.
I set the over under at a year.
A year and a day.
Okay, taking the over.
I'll take the over.
All right, fair enough.
Just because they're going to find it hard to fire. Do you have a picture of him? Yeah, there he is.
I do.
There you go.
It's a lovely, lovely man.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Right? Look at those fucking cheekbones. Ravishing.
Yeah, stunning.
Yeah. It's funny for a guy, he's got that haircut.
You feel like you've seen that before on someone?
Indeed.
Yeah, I've seen that rolling around Ferndale.
If
and
that wasn't a dude, I'd say that's a lesbian.
Yeah, absolutely. So let's flip that script and rewrite that narrative. This time for all guests, all humans, and all hearts. Obviously, except for anyone that questions their agenda at all.
So
not for those.
That's the backdrop. That's the pride flag plus the black fist.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Good job. Has he updated it to the Palestinian flag on there yet, too?
Oh, yeah, that's a good one. I mean, he should.
Yeah.
He really should.
I figure that's coming.
So one person asked, LOL, you going to make Target sales tank too? To which Thompson responded, yes. Yes, I will make sales tank with heart and kissing emojis.
Yeah, I bet you will.
Okay.
Listen, dude called his shot.
His LinkedIn bio says, on a mission to lead in the effort of working to flip the script and rewrite the narrative of CPG retail industries to better serve all consumer segments and thoughtfully and authentically cater to all guests, humans, and hearts who enter our stores and across the nation. Target's third quarter, by the way, sales tumbled 5%, following a 5.4% decline in the second quarter, which was their first quarterly sales drop in 6 years. Yeah, the board's not going to be happy about that.
Nope.
Your investors are
Bottom
not going
line.
to like that.
Now, which Eric Thompson do you think shows up to the office? We talking this Eric Thompson, suit and tie?
Is that the same dude?
I believe it is, just without all the fucking glitter
and makeup and
eyeshadow and rouge or whatever that shit is you put on the cheekbones there.
Yeah, I think it is rouge. I think you go rouge there.
Yeah, right.
Among Target's Pride-themed products on store shelves over the summer were children's swimsuit with a tag reading "thoughtfully fit on multiple body types and gender expressions." I don't even know what that means.
No.
So that's not the tuck it one. What does that even mean? Thoughtfully fit on multiple bodies. Does that mean like fat kids can wear them and skinny kids?
I guess.
I mean, that would be multiple
boys and
body
girls,
types.
essentially. I mean,
okay. They also had a bunch of front and center alphabet themed books, such as the Pronoun Book and Bye Bye Binary. Bye
bye binary.
Also featured an adult Pride collection, which included the tuck-friendly swimsuits for men. Wait, for men who identify as women? Can you call them men still, though? That seems a bit outmoded.
I think if you're still tucking.
Yeah, is that how that works?
I think so.
I'm not sure.
I mean, I wish there were some clear guidelines.
Yeah.
Like, look, if you go all the way through with full top and bottom surgery, I'll call you a girl.
Yeah.
I'll laugh. I'll snicker a little bit.
Oh, snicker a lot.
But I will gladly call you her.
I'll call you her no matter what.
As long as there's a fucking
face.
cock flopping around there and a 5 o'clock shadow and an Adam's apple.
Yeah.
It's sir.
It's a bit of a struggle.
Sir.
Ma'am.
Yeah.
I am a ma'am. They also had a T-shirt with the words, and this is very original and cute, the words queer, 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 and a hoodie reading, oh, this one bothers them, not a phase. Not yet, anyways.
Yeah.
Some people. Most people, you know, what their beliefs are at 20, change a little bit when they're 30 and 40. So we'll see.
Indeed.
See how that goes. I mean,
For
good
sure.
luck. Eric, here's the problem with Eric Thompson here. You have a clear agenda. You do nothing to hide what your agenda is.
It's in his fucking job title.
Yeah, sort of.
Okay.
Right. But I don't know how that furthers the business. Like, if you want to make executive decisions about, like, whatever, I suppose, but it seems like these people that are all getting these jobs have it's not about the company, the bottom dollar, doing what's best for their customer base. It's only about pushing an agenda.
Right.
And I don't know when that turned in society where, like, that's acceptable on
goes
any level.
Directly against the company's best interests a lot of times.
Right.
So what are we actually doing here?
It's sort of like the
the right side of history. I forgot.
right. It's the
You got to keep reminding me of that.
The Anheuser-Busch one really bothers me. So you've got, the chief marketing officer of Anheuser-Busch InBev is stepping down, by the way. Wow, weird. Here on the forefront of history being made, like why would you step down? I don't know. It's crazy. So most people think that the problems originated from marketing executive Alyssa Gordon Heinerscheid, who's been gone.
Long gone.
Heinerscheid.
Yeah. No,
she
just fell on the sword. Yeah, she was.
Right. But she was the one that oversaw the partnership with Mulvaney. And to be fair, thousands of other,
exactly.
influencer partners. This was not just Dylan Mulvaney. I know that got all the press and all that. She vowed to lead, and here's where I have a problem with it. She vowed to lead an inclusivity revolution at the beer giant in an attempt to ditch its fratty image. Her vision to make the brand more female-friendly, something she described as a passion point. Okay, you know what, Alyssa? That makes it about you. It's not about you, you idiot. This is a job. Do what's best for the brand. Your passion is irrelevant. You want to start a passion project on the weekend, by all means.
Yeah.
Knock yourself out. Same thing with Eric. This is what I fear for Eric Thompson. Like you look at these major corporations as like a passion project to inject your personal wants and beliefs and shit. None of us have a problem with that. You want to go to the fucking club and glitter out and dance around with your dick tucked between your legs on the weekend? I don't care. Knock yourself out.
Well, even fine. Listen, whatever this person wants to be, associate as, identify as, portray themselves as, whatever. Okay, you're in a position to make decisions for this company. You're in a professional environment, okay? So I was questioning which one shows up to the office, right? Is it Eric with a suit and tie, and this is just the the weekend alter ego?
I guess my guess is the suit and tie is gone.
Probably
to the world.
right. But so it's even the like, yes, I will make it darling, make it tank, darling, exo heart, fucking smiley face, fucking eggplant wave, whatever. Well, okay, you're already not being professional.
No,
even if what you do behind the scenes for the company accomplishes your mission, it should be done in a professional manner.
Yeah,
and it's already a fucking shit show.
I'm trying to think what the equivalent would be in reverse. Like if you were to have some, like if this insane push to like my way or the highway, it's really Nazi-esque in its vision. Yeah. About everything.
Or like John Madden doing Victoria's Secret or something, you mean?
Or like if there was some push to, I'm trying to think what conservative people would be like dyed in the wool on, like anti-abortion or Second Amendment shit,
guns,
maybe?
Yeah.
Guns
and babies.
And if you tried like every
hunting... God, and babies.
If every hunting season, like you hired a new, Second Amendment czar, and he shows up in his picture, and he's dressed in camo head to toe, and he's got an orange hat on and a dip in, and he's making sure that every storefront is loaded with guns, and it's like, wow, we're all out here killing animals for fun and sport. I would find that offensive too.
Yeah,
the same way.
Clownish,
like what are you doing?
Sad part is that would be what he was hired to do, so he's doing it just like that's what Eric is hired to do. Is to fag the shit up out of fucking Target. And maybe it's not getting mad at Eric is the right response. It's who's hiring these departments. Exactly. And why is this a position of need?
Right.
Why do we need this to be in there? Why does Target as a company need this? I mean, we've already gone down the rabbit hole of diversity, equity, and inclusion.
Right.
So that's not far enough. Now we have to go, each division of that is going to have its own little subcategory of minions.
I thought the way this worked, I could be wrong, but my idea of how this worked was, if it's a big deal if you get your product into a Target or a Walmart,
Hell
right?
Yeah.
Like if your clothing line is in one of those big retail box
make
stores,
or break for sure.
It's a big deal. And if it turns out you can't sell, they don't sell, like they're not popular, they get taken off the shelf no matter what. It's like, no offense to you or the message of your brand, but it's not selling, and so it doesn't make sense for our investors.
Taking space of shit that sells.
Exactly, and you get it out of there. These people they keep doubling down and tripling down on something that seems to keep pissing right in their face, and I don't know why.
Maybe they think eventually the wind will change. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe. And I'm asking a serious question.
I am too.
I don't know.
No, that maybe they think that they're so right that they have to stay the course, and eventually people will catch on or get brainwashed enough to get on board.
If it's just to appease the global community with their initiatives and their push for high rating scores for you, that's pathetic and un-American on its face. It really is. Like, you want to pull that shit around the country and around the globe, knock yourselves out. We're just a different spot here. And so that shit typically doesn't fly. What you can be a fan of Marxism or socialism if you want, or capitalism. This is a capitalist society. It's worked pretty well for us to now.
So far, so good.
Some people take advantage of it to extreme levels. I get it. It's not perfect, but it's worked for us. And this seems to go against all the tenets of what we've built.
Yeah.
People long before us. It just seems like all that's out the window now.
Listen, our forefathers would not recognize this country.
No.
They're turning over in their graves right now.
No, dude, my grandpa died 15 years ago, and often my dad said, I'm glad he's gone. He
didn't have to see this.
He didn't have to see this. Yeah, my grandfather wouldn't have done well, and that makes Eric Thompson's the word thrilled. The more dead old white men, the better in his world. Yeah. I don't know. It'll be interesting to see if this holds, and in 40 years, we have like old men dressed as clowns.
That's a great question.
In the old folks' homes, you know?
There will be. But the question is going to be how many of them?
Yeah.
Is it going to be 50% of them?
Right. Well, most people grow out of, there are very few 50-year-olds who decide to start wearing belly piercings and earrings in their eyes and getting, tattooed up to the like
75% of the fucking people have tits.
Right, exactly. So you reach a certain point where it's like you kind of outgrow all that shit, all that rebellion, like me against the world. I can do anything I want. Like that attitude gets jaded really quick as you get older, and it becomes laughable on its face. You're like, what was I thinking? Why would I?
Embarrassing almost.
It's embarrassing on a lot of levels. And so I wonder, maybe the whole world or the whole country is filled with Jerrys. Maybe they're all just Jerry from the Jacks. And I guess time will tell. Time will tell where that goes. But one thing, Target's being shit on again. They're again under fire for offering over-the-top leftist merchandise. And I didn't know this would have been considered leftist merchandise. Silly is more like it. The account End Wokeness. Okay, so I'm assuming that's a Facebook
Well, who wrote
account,
this article?
Twitter account. I don't know.
Okay.
Author-wise, I'm not sure.
I mean, not person, but where's the source? Daily Wire, then it's a leftist thing. You know what I mean?
No. The account that posted this, that every outlet is picking up now as a news story, is called End Wokeness.
Okay.
So I don't know if that's their X handle, Twitter handle, or if it's a Facebook page or what. But that's who started this. They shared images of an ornament, and I've got pictures of the ornament now.
Do you?
That they're selling, and it's of a black Santa Claus, which I feel like we've seen before.
We have. I chuckled when I stumbled across one at a CVS a couple years ago.
Yeah, Black Santa.
Yeah, it made me laugh.
Yeah, they're great. Hilarious.
Yep.
I want one.
I know, right?
Go to the second picture, though, T. This is the one I really wanted to show you. This is the pride flag nutcracker.
Okay. Oh, there you go. Is he in a wheelchair?
Fucking A right.
How's he getting back out the chimney?
Don't know. Maybe he's got a rocket booster on the bottom of that chair.
Oh, man. I think I saw that dude outside of a fucking Salvation Army.
Was he ringing a bell?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen him, too.
No, he was just asking for money.
Look at that. They have white Santas underneath it just standing there. And then they got, of course, Black Santa. Probably shot in gang-related issue when he was growing up.
Oh, man.
And he's in a wheelchair now, so they've got black. Dude, we need a black Santa Claus in a wheelchair ornament.
Yeah.
Have to have
$5 for $5. Look at that.
Dude, I think it's $3.50.
That's
is it $5 there? I thought on the website they were like $3.
Well, they're probably on clearance already, but yeah.
Yeah. Was there an honest need for shelf space for black Santa Claus in a wheelchair ornaments?
Yes, Michael. Yes, there was.
Is there someone who's going to unironically buy that? That's what I want to know.
Yes, there is.
Because you and I will buy them.
I don't even know. I can't
even.
I mean, the wheelchair is just a little over the top here, man.
Sure. Yeah.
I mean, any Santa Claus in a wheelchair. What are we doing?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Come on.
Just put him in a sled, and then we can just imagine.
Pretend. Yeah.
He's in a sled because he has to be. He can't walk.
Does he have legs?
He's got legs. Yeah, an amputee Santa would be cool.
Right. Yeah. Give him some nubs right here. Are these? I can't tell if those are boots or if those are. They look like boots sticking down.
Yeah, those.
Well, it'd be better if those were just nubs.
Yeah. And he's got a pleasant present with brown ribbon on it.
Is it? I can't tell what that color is.
It's a blue box there, and it's got the brown ribbon around it.
All right.
Yeah, those are sweet, dude. So I don't know where this market is. Again, this is taking up shelf space in a fucking major behemoth retail store. Like, I will go out of my way to find that, to buy it for the joke.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not supporting black Santa Clauses in wheelchairs. No offense to them.
Sure.
But how big of a market is this where this was a hole that needed to be filled?
It is obviously growing each year.
Black Santa Clauses in wheelchairs?
Yeah. Well, just Black Santa. I mean, and that started, it was, I thought, a joke when I first saw it.
Yeah.
But whatever. What do we know? Who the fuck am I to say that Santa's black or white?
Oh, yeah.
Listen, dude's coming in and out of your chimney with fucking in the middle of the night.
Seems like a black thing to do.
It's very possible. Right?
I mean, breaking into houses, but he doesn't take anything on the way out, which would be
milk and cookies.
Hell yeah.
Right?
I bet you're leaving them out for him with a note and shit. What's he supposed to
So he doesn't take the TV. I don't know. It's a trade-off.
He takes the milk and cookies and your couch and TV.
Oh, man.
Look at these fucking... So you've got a nutcracker wearing a rainbow hat and waving the pride flag.
I've got a couple nutcrackers. We may have to add that to the mix.
Yeah. Some smart ass will send me one. Someone in my family probably.
Yeah.
So the account also highlighted the Pride Nutcracker figurine wearing a pride striped hat and holding a Progress Pride flag. The description encourages buyers to show your love and support.
That's a Progress Pride flag? That's what that one is?
I guess. Yeah, I've never heard that. No. Progress Pride flag.
Yeah, well, it's in the...
That was just a tranny flag, right?
Yeah.
That's basically what that is.
That's the all-encompassing. That's the LBGTQIA plus.
Two-spirit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Indigenous people of BIPOC.
Yeah. Just keep adding. And just, I mean, what are we doing with the plus? Stop fucking around. You're just going to add letters for everything anyway.
I know. That's like adding infinity to the end of something. You don't need to go any
You might
further.
as well put the infinity instead of the plus.
Yeah. Is there an infinity sign?
No, there will be for this.
Yeah, if we just had an infinity sign, that would. I mean, if plus isn't good enough, if you're going to just keep adding letters and then throw a plus sign at the end of it, just add infinity.
I thought the plus after the Q ended it.
Yeah,
I really did.
Yeah.
Okay, there we go. So that's just you're all covered. But then the I's and the A's, they got to start whining like fucking bitches.
Yeah.
I don't want to be a plus. I want to be a letter. You got letters. We get letters.
Exactly. Like what? You got
all
here
inclusive.
first.
That's not very inclusive.
You got here first, and now we're all just lumped into a plus together. Yeah, I get it.
Yeah. How about we just start taking them away?
Yeah.
Instead of adding, let's just
That'd
start deleting.
Yeah. Can't we just call them the community?
Addition by subtraction.
There you go. What if we just called it the community?
Oh, I like that.
And then it was just all of them. Whatever shitty thing you're into.
Whatever you want.
You need to be recognized.
Part of the community.
Got it. Go ahead. We'll just throw you into the community box.
No, because they have to be the center of attention.
So show your support for the alphabet community by displaying this decoration. Target's market value declined $14 billion by August. Following the backlash, the company moved its Pride collections to less prominent areas of the store due to controversy. Someone says, wow, just wow. You would think they would have learned from the last time. When will companies finally start to realize it? Go woke, go broke. They really are trying to bankrupt themselves.
We'll see. We'll find out. They took another shot. They stepped back in the ring. Let's see what happens. See if they can knock the fuck out.
Yeah. Here's what's happening with this kind of nonsense, though, even from people that are super progressive. So for Christmas, my sister and Jen got me a ticket to go out there to spend time with their families and stuff. And I noticed when they sent me just the receipt of the flight, it had my name, and then it said gender, and it was marked X.
Oh, good. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was like, Kristen, you could have put down that I'm a male. And she goes, yeah, Jen thought it was cute and hilarious. So it's like, yeah, exactly.
Right.
He's making fun of it.
Yep.
And this is a libtard.
How come?
Absolute Chinese, San Francisco-based libtard who is joking about how goofy this all is.
Why do you use the black fist and black thumbs up emoji?
Me?
Yeah.
Because it's offered and it's hilarious.
There you go.
Yeah.
Which is exactly why
Yeah.
you're check X for everything now.
100%.
Yep.
100%, which is why
I respect Jen for doing that.
Yeah, I do too. But it's like if you think like, oh, we're making real progress here by having the black Santa in a wheelchair ornament. Yeah, what you're doing is giving people like me more fodder to have fun and go, oh my God, why do you have a black fucking Santa? It's a discussion starter. Why do you, every time you text me, do you give me a black fist pump back? I don't know, because they offered it to me and I think it's hilarious.
Yep.
It's comical. It used to just be yellow hands like The Simpsons. It wasn't white people hands, black people hands.
Had to be inclusive.
No, but it had to be inclusive. So you offer it to me, guess what? Guess what?
I'm using it.
Anybody that texts with me knows.
Absolutely.
That they're only getting black fists, black fucking thumbs ups, black high fives and claps.
Exactly.
That's it. It's the only ones I use. The other ones look gross to me. And I will find one of those black wheelchair-bound Santas.
Yeah.
And it's worth putting a tree up just to have that ornament on.
No doubt.
You know, that's just how I feel. You know,
I like it.
So we got to get a stash of those. I'm not
Yeah.
sold on the Nutcracker one. That almost looks like we're really into it.
Yeah.
There's no getting around Black Santa in a wheelchair.
Right.
You know, everyone's going to know, you smart ass.
Yeah.
So.
What about the unicorn or the, what is that? The abominable
is that a Yeti?
snowman? What is that thing?
Yeah, Yeti, abominable snowman. Looks like you got a cat and a dog back there.
Yeah, a couple cats.
Yeah, you got an orange one and is that a black cat next to it?
Oh,
the white face.
What year is this? Why can't it just be a cat, man?
Well, they're the ones that made a orange one and then a black one and then a tan-faced Roops.
You only get one dog.
Yeah.
One unicorn. Mm-hmm. A Yeti. And a libtard.
It looks like they've moved a few Yetis, but boy, oh boy, they're having trouble moving that fucking nutcracker.
That end cap's still full, isn't it?
It sure is. Yeah. So, anyways, we'll see how this works out for them. Good luck.
Yeah.
But the holidays are here, and there's an amazing way to help this show out, and that is by shopping as normal, like all you do.
Amazon.
Amazon. It's just so easy. Go to radiofor1.com, click the Amazon one if you're in Canada, if you're one of our beautiful neighbors to the north. Click on the Amazon Canada one. It doesn't cost you anymore, but it gives us a little bit of kickback. We need all the help we can get. My Pillow, if you're doing some shopping there, they've got some great deals and discounts. I stand by the Giza sheets. They're the best in the fucking world.
They're legit.
They're better than anyone I've slept in a hotel. They're amazing. And the pillows, the My Pillow 2.0, just use promo code TDC. Shop away, have fun. The slippers are great. Also,
I did make an Amazon purchase today.
You did?
Did use the link.
Did you happen to get a wheelchair-bound Black Santa?
I did not know it was an option at the time.
Okay.
So now I regret not making that purchase. But ironically, it gave me the option for two options for shipping.
Okay.
One, my standard free shipping that I get, and I could have had it either tomorrow or the next day. Or I could have paid $10.99, which was almost as much as I paid with the purchase.
Okay.
For expedited shipping that would have gotten it here either tomorrow or the next day.
Oh, so you picked that one.
So I picked that one, of course. I paid an
Yeah,
extra
duh.
$10. I'm like, come on. Can we
Yeah.
not figure this? Like, you're just hoping somebody's going to be like, oh, I can get it next dog.
I could get it by tomorrow.
Right. I mean, that shouldn't even be a thing.
No.
It's just,
No. Also, very important for those that can and are willing to help out, a link to our Patreon page. It's on radiofor1.com. It's a great way to support the show. I've been doing the Drew and Mike pause segments, listening back to classic Drew and Mike best of interviews and whatnot, and pausing them and then giving my little notes about what's going on in the background. Anything I might remember that's sort of relevant to the discussion at hand. People are really enjoying those. We put a lot of content in there. There's hours and hours and hours of stuff, and it doesn't cost that much, but it's a great way to help this show out. It really is.
yeah, we got a new member.
Oh, who we got?
J Real. Now, it's
Not-
2 E's.
Is that B's brother?
It could be.
It's got to
Yeah,
be.
but he's got an A. This is J Real. Like, I don't know if that's fishing reel, if that's reel to reel, but it's not real. You know what I'm
It's
saying?
not be real.
It's not be real.
Yeah.
It's J Real, but EEL.
Well, thank you, Jay.
Welcome aboard, sir.
Yeah, it's great to have you here. If you're any relation to B, let us know.
Yeah,
He's
bring him in.
Fucking legend.
Love me some Be Real.
Yeah, I know you do. So that's great. Welcome aboard, friend. Hope you find some good stuff to listen to in there. I know you will. Big fans of news we didn't get to this week. Troy and I will do a separate show, essentially. And occasionally we just throw full episodes up there that no one else gets to hear. Those are a little more dangerous, those episodes. From time to time.
Get away with some stuff.
Yeah, exactly. So anyways, anything you can do to help us out, we certainly appreciate it, especially coming up to the holiday season. Do not forget your friends. That's where you buy merch. We should be selling way more merch than we do.
Well, the season's
So-
coming up. Everybody needs a little
It
TDC merch
is.
for
And
Christmas.
there's great sweatshirts in there. There's different ones than you've seen. If you bought something 6 months ago, the shit in there's different.
Are there T-shirts in there?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
T-shirts in there, hats, winter beanies, all that kind of stuff. It's great for the TDC listener on your list. And the quality of stuff is great. We've handpicked them ourselves.
Who wouldn't love to open one of those up on Christmas morning?
Oh, my God.
Any
It's-
day, really.
Any day.
But this doesn't have to be just Christmas.
It's the best shit you can get.
Yeah.
I'm telling you. My bullshit detector is going off. And it could just be me.
Okay.
And I'm more jaded as time goes on. So maybe it's just me. But, we lost beloved character actor, at least in this country, Matthew Perry. Was that 2 weeks ago now?
Sure.
Something like that, end of October.
Yeah.
In his hot tub in L.A. and the whole Matman shit. It was kind of weird, but, most actors and artists are weird, so I don't put much stock in that. Lisa Kudrow shared a touching tribute to Matt Perry on Instagram last night. Shot the pilot, Friends Like Us. That was the original name of the show, Friends Like Us, not just Friends.
They just cut it down to Friends?
Yep, which I think was a good move. But shot the pilot, Friends Like Us. Got picked up, then immediately we were at the NBC Upfronts. I don't know what that is. Then you suggested we play poker and made it so much fun while we initially bonded. Thank you for that. Thank you for making me laugh so hard at something you said that my muscles ached and tears poured down my face every day. I believe it when she says that. When you see outtakes of Lisa Kudrow, infectious laugh. I mean, if she starts laughing, good luck stopping her. So I imagine those guys could have riled her up pretty good. Thank you for your open heart in a 6-way relationship that required compromise and a lot of talking. Thank you for showing up at work when you weren't well and then being completely brilliant. Thank you for the best 10 years a person gets to have. Thank you for trusting me. Thank you for all I learned about grace and love through knowing you. Thank you for the time I got to have with you, Matthew. The tribute was the last one from the stars who worked with Perry. So this dropped Wednesday night. On Tuesday, we heard from Matt LeBlanc, Courtney Cox, Jennifer Aniston, and David Schwimmer.
All on the same day?
Yeah.
On Tuesday, like 2 weeks later?
Yeah.
That just needed to process?
Okay. So the same questions you're asking are the same ones that had my antenna going up.
Yeah.
And I'm not,
Is there a standard grieving period to be allotted before making a statement?
I would say.
And did they leave Lisa out of it? Did she forget? Did she?
Well, she did a day later.
Right.
So
did she see everybody else's and was like, "Fuck, I didn't know you guys."
Yeah. Why didn't someone text me?
Shit.
Thank you for everything. You were hilarious.
Infectious laugh.
It struck me like, okay, everyone grieves different. We all agree with that. For some people, in the moment, there's so much shock and whatever that you go into a dark place, and it could be months, could be a year before you come out of that.
Yeah, right.
For some people, life goes on pretty quick. For some people, it's just different. The grieving process is different for everybody. I get that. Which is why it strikes me as a little weird. Like if this was truly one of your best and closest friends, and I would say that on a show like that, you guys would get extremely close.
Oh, yeah.
You're going through shit that almost no one can relate to except the other 5 of you. That would be very difficult. And so those guys would have been there for each other. I love the way Schwimmer kind of commandeered them and steered that ship and was like, no, we're keeping jealousy out of this. We all make the same amount of money, period. End of story. None of us is more important than the other.
Yeah.
Can't do it without each other. And so what I make, Matt makes, and fucking both Matts make, and Lisa and Jennifer and Courtney, we all make the same. And I thought that was a great move.
Yeah, that's the only way to do something like that.
Yeah, it worked perfect for them. They made gobs and gobs of money.
Who would have made the most?
Aniston, I got to think. Just because of outside of it, she became like this cultural sensation with her haircut, and she's still. I mean, but yeah, that I thought that was really cool because it could have easily turned into, like Lisa Kudrow becomes less of a major role, like the weirdo character, like
cutting her lines.
Yeah, and instead it was like, no, all 6 of us matter, all 6 of our storylines matter, they intertwine, we all get paid the same. But it just seems really, really weird. Like if this was one of our best friends, it seems like maybe you'd post something that night, and maybe it would be a month before I posted something, or vice versa. But it wouldn't be like all of a sudden all of us on the same day 2 weeks later would all have these heartfelt
that's
tributes.
a weird timing for that, for sure.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's not just me that was like,
God, no. I mean, why? First of all, 2 weeks is even seems way too long for any of them to do it.
That's what I thought.
Right, but maybe Schwimmer got in there again. Was like, listen, nobody gets more credit than anybody else. We all get to drop our shit the same day.
Maybe. I suppose that could be. It does sound like wait a minute. When you lose a friend like that, were agents and managers involved? Like, nobody post anything right away, and then it just seems so weird.
It definitely seems a little sketchy.
Like on such a personal thing that you would think would trump everything else. Like everything else would go on timeout and on hold, and we can squabble about whatever else later. But this grinds everything to a halt. This is our boy. And there's nothing wrong with it. Maybe that's just the way it worked out, and coincidentally, they all did on the same day. It just
absolutely not
seems very
absolutely not. Was that any form of coincidence?
Yeah, that's kind of what I thought too.
Yep. So, not an option, sir.
Agreed. How are your forearms doing, by the way, today?
A little tight. I got a couple games in before we started.
Yeah, me too.
Feeling the burn.
Little Popeye-ish?
A little bit, yeah. Out there. I figured out I need to not put so much weight on the machine. I used to really like lean on it. You know what I mean? Like have my weight on it.
Sure.
And I'm finding I need to like
relax a little bit.
Yeah, just keep my feet and keep light on the fingers.
Okay.
As opposed to being all heavy-handed.
Sure.
Goon hands.
Yeah, you can smack it too when you really get going, leaning into those paddles.
Yeah.
You can send.
Well, that's just it. Yeah, I think it's more if I'm not, because you can get a little extra. If you're leaning on that glass too much, you can't. You're limited. Although it doesn't matter how hard you flip them anymore.
No, it doesn't.
It's a relay now. No, you can't like slow push it. You can't like the old ones. You could play with. No, not at all. You try it. It doesn't matter how hard you hit that.
Really?
Yeah. It's just a button. It's just a relay.
Mental. It's a mental game I'm playing. Like I feel like I'm really getting it a whack. God, is it so fun? Oh, we've missed pinball.
Indeed.
Missed it.
Yeah.
So we've had was it the APEC? The
APEC, right? Because I was calling it OPEC.
OPEC.
I was wildly wrong.
Not really. Close enough.
I was one letter off.
But it's just rich snobs meeting in San Francisco. They did the human sweeperoo and got all the garbage off the streets. And by garbage, I mean homeless.
That's people. Fucking Peng was there, right? Wasn't that him? Wasn't that part of that deal too?
Peng?
Yeah, the Chinese.
Oh, Xi.
Xi.
Right. Yeah.
Oh,
Xi Jinping. Yeah, something like that. But Xi. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's how good I am on my world economics.
Xi Jinping.
Yeah.
But their last name goes first.
Xi, yeah. Right.
So it's Xi. Yeah.
I don't care. Well, you're in America now, bitch.
Yeah.
You're Peng.
So
Xi Jinping. Sounds like a Asian stripper.
Right? Mm-hmm. Not bad. So our wonderful president, Soup, was there. And all these world leaders, and they did the human sweeperoo and got the garbage off the streets and all that to impress everybody.
The human garbage.
Human garbage, yeah. And so Biden met with Xi Jinping.
Mm-hmm. We love you long time.
Yeah. So, oh my God, it was just like for 4 hours they were having lunch and talks.
Yeah.
And then dipshit came out to the podium.
Now this is one-on-one time with these two,
and a table full of people.
Okay, well, so I didn't know if this was if they had like a little private meeting while they're there. If this was well, I mean, obviously translators because he doesn't speak fucking Mandarin.
He doesn't speak English either.
Right.
So.
I just didn't know if there was like this whole thing, and then these two went to had their own little meeting while he was here.
Yeah,
off to the side.
I was watching I think it was TikTok video yesterday, and it was like, here's how Trump deals with world leaders, and it was like Europe was complaining about something involved with NATO, and this guy's going on and on. Trump's just sitting there, and this guy is all smug with French accent, like, oh, this and that, and blah blah. And he's like, I don't think you understand. You don't do enough. We have 10 times the population of you. We spend 4.1% of GDP. You spend less than 1. You're not doing your fair share. Right across the table from the guy.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Just fucking opens a can.
No doubt.
Opens a can and is like, don't try to pass this bullshit off with me. You know what you're doing. And this guy's just sitting there like, oh, fuck, I'm getting my ass chewed out by Trump right now. It's fucking great.
Yeah.
Biden goes up to the podium yesterday, gives a speech, and he's, talking about how great this was and blah, blah, blah. And he's looking at his cue cards. He's fumbling everything. And they've given him a list of who he can call on. They tell me I need to call on, and it's some fucking dipshit from Bloomberg. You're like, Oh my God, he's got a teleprompter with cue cards and answers on him. I mean,
he still can't keep up.
It's pathetic. It's just sad to watch. It's not his fault. It really is elder abuse at this point. But, the things he was bragging about, I was just like, oh my God, dude, this was so different 3 years ago. So different.
Yeah.
So, they talked about they're going to resume military-to-military communications, work to curb fentanyl production. Shows tangible progress. Our guy's making a lot of progress. He's kicking ass.
Okay, good for him.
In a significant breakthrough, the two governments plan to resume military contacts that China severed after then House Speaker Nancy Pelosi visited Taiwan on August 22nd. So basically stop the flybys by their jets where they're coming and almost clipping our wings and shit, and then they won't their military won't talk to ours. We're back to direct, open, clear, direct communication on a direct basis. We're back to direct, open, clear, direct communications on a direct basis. That's a quote from Biden.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Let's hope that's not what the card said.
Yeah. Who knows? Who knows what non-binary dipshit put that together for him?
All right, we got to make sure he says direct, so let's put it in there 3 times, and hopefully he'll catch one.
Yeah, he'll just...
fuck, he got all 3 of them?
Yeah, he wasn't supposed to say all 3 of them.
Holy shit.
He and Xi agreed to high-level communications. He and I agreed that each one of us can pick up the phone, call directly, and we'll be heard immediately.
I'm sure he's going to hold up that end of the bargain.
Was that a real problem where Xi would call you a lot and you just refused to answer?
I wasn't available?
Yeah.
I'm on the beach, man.
Yeah. I'm in Delaware. I'm on the beach. No, that wasn't the problem. So now that you're bragging about this, we made a pinky promise that if one of us calls, the other will answer. It was like, no, Joe.
So you hang up first.
The problem wasn't that Xi would call all the time and you wouldn't answer his calls. The problem was that for months you called him and he was like,
fuck off.
Like fucking Xi wanted nothing to do with it.
Yeah.
Wouldn't answer his calls for months. Like the most disrespectful shit a nation can do. So Biden's bragging now that.
And now he's going to answer my call.
And both ways. I'm going to answer his calls.
Answer his. I told him I'll answer you answer my call. I'll answer your call.
Yeah.
Pinky swear.
He's like, fuck, just tell him I'm not home. I don't want to talk to bravering idiot senior citizen. He can't hold conversation. And so now she's like, fine, I'll answer phone when you call. And Biden thinks this is a huge breakthrough. Mm-hmm. U.S. and China militaries have had a number of near misses and acrimonious exchanges over the past year. Oh, you mean where their planes just buzz the shit out of ours? You mean those near misses?
Yeah.
Hardly accidental. Xi agreed China would stem the export of items related to the production of the opioid fentanyl problem, a cause of major drug overdoses in the U.S.
So now they'll just start creating the fentanyl and then shipping it out.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah. So I love the way he says that, too. It's going to save lives, Biden said. And he appreciates Xi's commitment to the issue. Mm-hmm. You really think Xi's got a commitment to the issue?
Oh, yeah. He's all on board.
All on board. By the way, they're going to curb it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's stop it. Yeah.
Not stop it. Mm-hmm. Not there's going to be, if these people in pharmacies think they're going to get away with this and kill our friends in America, think again. We will put them on trial and hang them in Times Square. No, we'll see what we can do to curb it.
Yeah, we'll work on it.
Yeah, we got people looking into this.
Yeah,
don't you worry.
Yeah,
and if you call about it, I'm going to answer the phone.
I think this conversation would have gone 3 years ago.
Wholly different. Right. You don't have to believe that if you don't want to, but trust me, it would have. Way different. A U.S. official described an exchange over Taiwan. China's preference is for peaceful reunification with Chinese claim the island of Taiwan, Xi told Biden.
Oh, good.
Biden, he stressed the need for peace and stability. He's like, I asked him, are you going to attack Taiwan? And he was
I asked him straight out. He said no.
No-ish. He was like, good enough for me.
Yeah.
Thank you, Xi. Xi's
I have his word.
Too. Xi's very, very committed to this.
Yeah, I have his word.
I have his word.
Yeah.
He was like, not today. No plans today to attack Taiwan. Okay, he's not going to attack Taiwan.
And then he comes right out of this meeting and calls him a dictator.
Yeah, exactly. And they're already pissed.
They're like, did you You saying he's a dictator? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, he's a dictator. Their statement was like, that was very irresponsible.
Yeah,
I love that word. It was very irresponsible.
That's true. So maybe
everything that you just thought you got, you fucking clown, just went right out the window.
Yeah. Yeah.
Even though you didn't really have it in the first place. But now it's not even going to be curbed. Now it's going to be accelerated.
Troy, I can't tell you how much it makes me laugh, this idea of we had a real breakthrough where we've agreed to take each other's calls like it wasn't a one-way problem.
Yeah, exactly.
She just went, if that old clown calls, don't even answer the call.
Yeah. The red, white, and blue phone is just off the hook.
Off the hook. That's the deal. Xi has not called you, and he has not answered your fucking calls. In one of the most disrespectful moves a nation has ever done to this country.
Yeah.
Xi's like, oh, go pound sand, you old fool. Let me know when the other guy gets back in there, and we'll start working towards diplomatic issues, because you, sir, are a joke. Mm-hmm. That's basically what he said. Yeah, so this idea that we've teamed up together to tackle this, hilarious.
Yeah, you got to make it look good.
Yeah.
It's the optics.
There's your update on Biden today. So he's killing it. Snoop Dogg made a post. I think it was on Instagram.
Okay.
I'm giving up smoke. After much consideration with my family, I've decided to give up smoke. Please respect my privacy at this time. Like, don't you reserve that for like a death in the family? Like, there's a family death.
Yeah.
Please respect our privacy.
Because you got to imagine that 9 million people are going to fucking call and start bugging him and ask him about that. Everybody's going to want an interview. Everybody's going to want a soundbite.
Yeah.
Everybody's going to want a piece.
What does that really mean? Like, look, Willie Nelson quit smoke too.
Yeah.
It's not great for your lungs.
He's not giving up weed. He's probably just quitting smoking. Yeah. I mean, you're going to eat edibles, of course, vape, whatever, maybe. But depending on how you interpret that.
He's crossed that line, though, Snoop Dogg, where he can go to the police station and have a giant spleef hanging out of his mouth while he takes photos with cops.
Yeah.
Like, he's that level of untouchable now. Mm-hmm. Like, he is synonymous with weed smoking.
Yep.
So, like, it is kind of breaking news if he's like, yeah, I'm giving up smoke. Like,
that's what I said.
We literally haven't seen him without a blunt in his hand in years.
Exactly right.
And, like, he could probably go through the airport like that. He can probably go through any fucking courthouse like that. The White House, police stations.
Yeah.
Like, no one's touching Snoop Dogg over weed.
Yeah, right.
Do you think this is a big deal?
No.
Not at all? You think it's just straight edibles?
I think it's just, I just think it's the progression.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe there's something going on. Maybe he got a little lung cancer or something. Maybe he had a little scare. Maybe his voice is shot. Maybe he's just hacking up a fucking lung. Maybe his old lady's like, it's time, bitch.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Well, it does tell you a couple things. So people are in shock, blah, 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 because he's ventured out. It's extended to numerous businesses, the edibles game, weed strains, digital media, devoted to marijuana news. Like, he's all in on that game.
He didn't say he was quitting marijuana. He said he was quitting smoking.
Yeah.
Big difference. Just like Willie.
Yeah. It was once claimed the rapper had someone rolling 75 to 150 joints for him per day, which he would later dispute and dismiss. Renegade Piranha, who claimed to be Snoop's personal blunt roller, said last year on average, I do about half a pound a day, which seems excessive, a little bit. So that's roughly like 75.
You got to understand there's probably fucking 12 to 15 guys around Snoop at all times.
Probably. That's roughly 75 to 150 units per day. I calculated it at over 450,000 blunts. In March this year, he admitted he had moderated his weed intake after becoming a grandfather.
Okay.
Snoop said his personal use was scrutinized after eldest child Cordy became a father to son Zion in 2015. Being a grandfather has changed me in multiple ways.
Is he still Snoop Lion? Is that Zion Lion?
Maybe.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, I don't know. Is he still going with Snoop Lion? I've heard, because we know some people in Snoop's camp. I've heard that if you want to get Snoop Dogg at your place, like if you wanted to hire him for a party of some sorts, it'll cost you $500,000 easy. Now,
depending on the involvement.
But if you want him there, like, he's not going to perform.
Yeah.
He'll take a couple pictures, blah, blah, blah. It's going to cost X. But if you get Snoop Lion there,
way cheaper.
Way cheaper.
Yeah.
Like, that's all a business decision. Like, if you're not going to be able to promote it as Snoop Dogg, and you're not going to be able to, because that's what people want to do is say, I've got Snoop Dogg at my party.
Hey, guess who's coming? Snoop.
Lion. People are like, what the fuck? So, yeah, believe it or not, it can cost double just to have the dog name at the end of it. So being a grandfather's changed me. The main way is being concerned with how I live, how I move, the kind of people I'm associated with, because I want to see my grandkids grow old. The only way I can do that is take precautionary steps as far as how I move, who I hang out with, where I go out, my intake. What am I intaking? I'm doing extracurricular, or am I just doing what I'm supposed to be doing? So that's an interesting thing there.
A little maturity from the Snoop.
Yeah. And so this, not to tie everything to the,
Snoop
alphabet
said, I'm not smoking
community.
anymore, but I ain't smoking any less.
Yeah. Not to tie everything to the fucking community, right? But this is what happens when people get a little older. This is what I'm talking about so often, where it's like Snoop's hit a point in his age where a point in his life where he's hit a certain age, and things that were once super important about showing your ass on a runway and, bragging obnoxiously about, what kind of fucking shit you're doing for the pride community means the world to you. It's not in 20 years. Yep. It's just not. There's gonna be a few hangers on, some decrepit senior creep weirdo still running around with a.
That's all they have.
But it's
their whole identity.
But if you think it's going to be the 20-year-old kid that's running around right now raving about Palestine and how awesome Hamas is, that kid's views are going to change drastically in a couple decades.
Oh yeah,
they just are.
It is for sure.
It's called growing up, learning a little bit, studying a little more. Learning a little more. So it's kind of cool to see Snoop Dogg. Like, he's worried about his grandkids. Who would have thought that? Maybe Calvin Brodus. But Snoop?
Nope.
Not the dog or the lion.
Right.
You wouldn't think.
You wouldn't think so.
No. So anyways, good for him. If maybe there's more to that. You're right. He got a health scare or something.
It's very possible. But who knows? It doesn't matter. My man is entitled to do with his life whatever he chooses.
Yeah. Agreed.
It shouldn't have to be, groundbreaking news.
No. But he announced it. So,
yeah.
Good for him.
But we need to respect his privacy at this time.
Yeah, very much. Okay, this is going to be a difficult conversation, I'll be honest with you.
Oh, man. All right.
It's, I feel like we have a job to do.
Okay, we have responsibility here, do we?
We have a little bit of responsibility. So we might use some language that's outmoded, outdated.
Are you going to make me say the N-word?
Maybe. No, I wasn't going to make you say it. You're welcome to anytime you want. I don't care.
Oh, good.
As long as you put the H on the end of it.
Jesus.
Can you find some Paul Dawson drops in there, please?
Nope.
Caitlyn Jenner did not hold back when she posted a word that's considered a slur for people with developmental disabilities. So is that the N word too?
No, that's the R word, I believe.
Oh.
That would be my guess.
She was responding to a post by President Trump's eldest son. So that would be Don Jr. 74-year-old Olympian piggybacked on Trump Jr., who was found liable with his father and brother Eric for fraudulently reporting the value of Trump family assets in an ongoing fraud trial. Boy, is that the biggest. Speaking of fraud trials, that is the biggest fraud trial I've ever seen. Comically fraudulent. Just on its face. This will get thrown out at some point as it goes up the ladder, but hope you're having fun there in New York. You're making fucking absolute fools of yourself for this nonsense.
Indeed.
You don't prosecute if there's not a victim. That's how the systems work forever. If you don't have a victim, you don't fucking go the rounds of prosecution, dummies. So get your 5 minutes of fame. Hope it was worth it.
That's it.
Anyway, after he used the term in a tweet complaining about a release of funds related to Iran, Trump Jr. So Jr. said, you're not allowed to use the R word anymore, though he felt the need to mention that it was a big part of our vernacular growing up, if you're my age. Caitlyn Jenner then jumped into his replies, writing, I'll say it, retarded.
Oh, boy.
Yeah. All caps.
I put the H on it to emphasize it's nigga.
Nigga. Retard. God, I could listen to Paul Dawson all day. I just love that guy. Can you
lend a nigga a pencil?
But he learned his lesson, I think.
I think he
I
did.
will never say any form of nigga. I'm cured of that.
Cured of that after that last one.
Nigga this, nigga please, nigga. Can you lend a nigga a pencil?
The black reporter chick doing that interview with him was just like, oh, he did. Oh, he's still going.
Oh, keep going.
He's still going.
Oh, my God. I think I'm going to win an award for this.
Local Emmys, here I come. Oh, my God. Many people called her out, Caitlyn, that is.
Well, why? Because
I repeated the same insult because that's sort of what I've been trained to do.
Yeah, I agree. Not only for using an outdated term, but for also, Caitlyn.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy.
She misspelled retarded. That's just as bad as the geniuses that misspelled genius when they're calling you out for, when they mockingly call you a genius and then misspell the word.
Yeah.
Like, oh, my God. That's equally as bad. To call
How
something.
do you misspell that?
2 T's in retarded.
Oh, well.
She's retarded.
Maybe that maybe that's excusable. Maybe putting the extra T in there changes the word and didn't actually say it.
I don't think that's what he was going. Was going for.
Uh-huh.
So what would that be? Retarded.
What if you pop one of the G's out of the N word?
Niger.
Okay. See?
True. So she did correct herself. Excuse me, retarded. Caitlyn corrected herself. Several Twitter users jumped into her mentions to call her dumb and poke fun at her for misspelling the word. She added that misspelling the term for people with intellectual disabilities was an epic, ironic fail. I get it.
Yeah.
All right, that's all you can do is eat that one.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I spelled retarded wrong. Makes me look semi-retarded.
Yeah. I got a little heavy-handed on the T, excuse me.
Yeah, happens.
It does.
That's got to be one of those when you look at it and you see the first comment going, are you seriously, you spelled retard wrong trying to fucking, that you'd go, oh, God damn it. Oh, man.
Yeah.
There's going to be 100,000 people see this. They're all going to call me retarded.
Yeah, you're trying to get in there all fast.
Yeah.
You got to spell check that stuff. You got to go back and proofread your shit.
This is why I've never had a problem with the word. Because you can return, you can trade the word in for a new one all the time. You can just keep doing it.
Words are words.
Exactly.
There's to say that any word is offensive.
Yeah,
is laughable.
I used to make the joke that you can take the N-word away, call them pillows. Mm-hmm. If you still use it in that context, these lazy pillows, they're late for everything. These goddamn pillows, huh? Mondays. Yeah, some people call them Mondays. Yeah. Canadians.
Sure. Nobody likes Mondays.
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah. So you see the point. It's like, oh, okay, well that's cool. Now you've made Mondays not sayable or pillows.
It doesn't matter. It's
Canadians.
Not the word, it's the intent. Right.
It's the intent that matters.
So it's laughable on its face that any word is off limits.
Right. And the fact is, it was a medical term.
Yes.
There's no way around it. Look it up. There were lots of words for retarded, but it was.
I don't know why you're doing this to me. I ain't done nothing. You had sex with Willa Maston. Ain't nothing wrong with that. She's 18 and legal. She's retarded.
See? If Carol O'Connor can say it on fucking TV, it's good enough for me, man.
She's 18 and legal.
Ain't nothing wrong with it. She's 18 and legal.
She's retarded. It was previously a medical term that became widely used in that context beginning in the 60s, and it's since become more common as an insult. Well, yeah. You found something that you could call your friends who weren't technically retarded.
Right.
If you see someone, people do that all the time. Go to the ends of the earth to make some grand,
for sure.
Statement. What is this? Heat of the night. She's retarded.
Oh, that's
All right, yeah, we can watch it. I mean,
I was just had it on deck just in case.
all right. Caitlin added another furious post in response to a Page 6 article about the controversy. It's retarded that the Biden admin frees up another $10 billion to Iran, and losers at Page 6 go on to lecture me about how offensive the word is. Get the hell over it. How about focusing on how dangerous and retarded freeing up $10 billion to Iran is?
I like the double down.
Yeah, triple down at this point. I mean,
right? Or are those spelled correctly at that point?
Yeah. Yeah, he's gotten that covered. Jenner wrote, shame on Page 6 and a writer for the publication for allegedly lying and not covering any context in the unfreezing another $10 billion for Iran. In response, one user wrote, you could say all this without using that word. You're despicable. Jenner came back, I could, and the Biden admin could act less incompetent, not unilaterally hand over another $10 billion to a terrorist regime that are killing Americans and helpless civilians on a daily basis. And then someone posted, God, Jenner's doubled down and retarded. He's got some balls. I love it.
The internet is undefeated.
Oh, yeah. Always
the stuff that some of them come up with, it's amazing.
No doubt about it. Right. How do you feel about retarded?
I think that if you don't want to be considered retarded, don't do retarded shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think that retarded people don't care.
No.
Yeah.
No. And if they're truly retarded, they probably don't even know.
And if you're saying if you're saying someone's retarded, is that they're mentally handicapped? Is that different? Is that better?
What?
Just saying that they're mentally handicapped.
No, and that could be just as offensive.
It's the same thing. Back to your
just
pillow.
give it some time.
Yes, exactly right. It just it was good enough for a long time.
Yeah, yeah. But just like everything, mental disability is fine.
Yes.
You want to call them that, and then every time your friend does something stupid like misspells potato, you're going to call them, what are you, mentally disabled?
Yeah.
What's the matter with you?
Yeah.
It's no different than calling them a retard.
Give it the Galifianakis. Is a retard.
Is a retard. Yeah.
What? A retard. Oh, a retard.
I love that in something about Mary. Well, what is it you do? I work with retards. Yeah. It's like, I don't think you can call them that. It's like, oh, yeah, you can call them any. Yeah.
There's so much out there. Exactly. It'd be a shame to fucking lose it.
That one, and I'm so glad that our gay friends, the woke Bay and Marina gave us access to the F word because, honestly, of two
we've got
words,
cards and everything, card carrying members.
Oh yeah, and if you read them, they're very, very detailed. He did a great job on those.
Mm-hmm. I gotta find mine.
Mine's upstairs. I know exactly where it is. I'm sure we can get you another one.
Mm-hmm.
But if you were to ask me like what two words, like fine, you want to keep the N word away from me, that's probably smart.
Yeah.
But retard and faggot.
I mean, I can make an argument all day about the N word.
Yeah.
It's not worth it because you'll never win that argument. Mm-hmm. But
here's the problem with it, though.
But I can't. You can't make the argument that I make.
Yeah.
And not include it.
Yeah. No, at this point it's used as a weapon.
Right.
Pure and simple. Yeah. I don't think there's a single black guy that's offended by the N-word. I just don't.
Yeah.
I don't think, not black guy, black person.
Mm-hmm.
The way it's thrown around in culture, you cannot tell me hearing that word 5,000 times a day by everyone associated with you, and then you hear some dorky white guy.
Yeah. All of a sudden.
Can you lend a nigga a pencil? And all of a sudden it's like, whoa, the end of the world. Yeah. Stop it. I don't buy it. It's a weapon, and you can weaponize it, and you can make people lose their careers and eat shit and all that. And so, people are using it. The context is horrible, the history is horrible, but I don't believe it. Retard is one that I get. Like, believe me, I've heard from enough listeners of special needs children to know, but it's not.
It's insensitive, perhaps.
Yeah, but I stand by when you see Downs kids, they look like the happiest people on earth.
Yeah.
Honestly, they do. I look at my existence and it's like, I guess I'm not technically retarded, but I feel like they're having way more fun than I am.
Sure.
Like, no doubt about it.
Yeah. Gillis has got a great bit on that with the Special Olympics and all that. And he's got Downs in his family and his uncle that takes grilled cheese sandwiches at the restaurant. And
Yeah.
shit. It's fucking great, and it's not. It's
Yeah.
like, dude, they fucking love it. It's
They
fine.
seem so loving and so emotional. I love them.
They're the only good people you know.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't mean it. I mean, you just say someone's a retard or retarded.
Yeah.
That
usually means we're talking about each other for doing something stupid.
Right.
It's not in reference to them.
I watched a great clip on it was a South Park clip from when they're about calling somebody a fag. And they're like, well, we're like, no, it doesn't mean gay. And they're like, well, yeah, it does. They're like in front of like this council or whatever. Like, no, like, you know what I mean? Like, somebody cut you off in traffic. Like, what do you think? You think fag? Like, yeah. This makes way too much sense. It's just a great bit, and it's all it is. It's like, you can't use that word. Like, why? We're not calling him gay.
Yeah.
We're like, yeah, well, but that's what it means. You can't say that. We're like, yeah, but we're not calling him gay. It has nothing to do with being gay.
Yeah.
We call him a fag because he's a fag.
Yeah.
You know?
Behaving like a fag. No, it's the for us, it was probably hurled way more than it should have. But, but it was like,
And it was also the time.
if you went to Cedar Point with your buddies and all of a sudden one of your friends was too scared to go on the Millennium fucking whatever, the big new roller coaster, you're like, what are you, a fucking fag? What's wrong with you? Get your ass in line. Like, it had nothing to do with like, oh, I caught him in the barn sucking dicks last week.
Right.
Now I call him a fag.
Was the connotation that fags are too scared to go, gay men are too scared to go on to roller coasters.
And I doubt that. Gay men seem fucking happy as shit, too. And those guys are going roller
They
coasters.
clearly have no fear.
No, none. But it's too bad. Some people don't know how to use the word like faggot or retard properly. And we're all punished.
And now we all got to pay the price. The ultimate price.
Yeah,
It's a shame.
exactly. It's too bad.
I got to get this one in.
I don't know why you're doing this to me. I ain't done nothing. You had sex with Willa Maston. Ain't nothing wrong with that. She's 18 and legal. She's retarded.
Connor's face in that is so great.
Can you imagine? They would like overnight those scripts to you at home, in like a manila envelope or whatever, locked down, and you'd get your script. Imagine when you get to page 13 that day, and it's like, ain't nothing wrong with that. She's 18 and legal. She's retarded. It's like you're playing that, you're bouncing it off with your wife, your girlfriend, your whatever.
Right?
She's retarded.
Do I make the face? What do you think? With face, without the face? She's retarded.
You don't need the face.
Concerned?
Connor.
She's retarded.
Yeah.
Do I? She's retarded.
She's retarded. Ain't nothing wrong with it. She's 18 and legal. She's retarded.
My man found a loophole.
Yeah. Let's see it again. Let's see how his brilliant mastery.
It's so good.
She's retarded.
I don't know why you're doing this to me. I ain't done nothing. You had sex with Willa Maston. Ain't nothing wrong with that. She's 18 and legal. She's retarded.
Look at his face. He practiced that in the mirror. Or with somebody he was running lines with before they filmed that day.
Right. Do I go with a scowl? Do I go with a look of concern? Do I look at
what look do you think he went with?
that judgy?
The look he went with was, I can't believe I'm still in this conversation. Are you fucking serious right now?
She's retarded.
Like, wait a minute. Why are we having
one of my
this
all-time
discussion?
favorite. It is, without question, one of my all-time favorite things.
No, the other one that you showed me years ago is one of my favorites too. When the guys have the guy in the seat in the trailer, maybe, and they're talking about blacks versus.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. That's you missed that one the other day when we talked about it. The Sicilians. That's from Pure Romance. True Romance. Not Pure Romance. That's the porno stuff.
Can we play that? You think? Or is
Oh boy,
probably not.
I mean, probably not for copyright stuff.
Yeah,
I don't know
for
how
sure.
that. I don't know how that goes. Can you play 5-minute long movie clips?
Nope.
If anybody does not know what we're talking about, it's an unbelievable scene with Christopher Walken and Dennis Hopper.
Can we watch that as soon as the show's
And
over?
James Gandolfini is in there.
So
just
good.
look up True Romance.
I wonder if there's any
Sicilians.
truth to that.
I don't know.
You know what I mean? Just
yeah.
the context of it all.
Right, exactly.
It seems like it's based in something.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, I don't know that you exactly. But that's the best part.
Who did that? Was that Quentin? Was that a Quentin?
No, I don't think so.
No.
No. That's pre-Quentin.
Is it?
Yeah.
Remind me. We got to watch that.
It's so worth it. I mean, it's the best 5 minutes, and not only. I mean, just that is on its own, but it is such an excellent scene. I mean, Dennis Hopper and
you know, it's more
Walken.
than just the dialogue, because the dialogue's great in the context of that scene.
Yes.
It's the delivery of the actors. Mm-hmm. You just know when you see it, when you're like, oh, this is what you get when you've got Christopher Walken and who else did you say?
Dennis Hopper.
Dennis Hopper.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's next level.
It really is. Everybody should take a minute and watch that.
George Santos, our representative out of New York.
Yeah.
He said today that he will not seek re-election in 2024 after the release of a scathing House Ethics Committee report on his conduct. So he's a Long Island Republican, released a statement that criticized the ethics inquiry as a political smear.
Just for the record, it was written by Tarantino, but not directed.
Okay, there you go. Yes. I thought he was involved.
Yeah, I knew he didn't direct it, but I didn't realize that he wrote it.
It falls right in line with the writing style, though.
Yes, it does. The dialogue.
Yeah. And I don't just mean using the N-word.
No.
You know?
No.
And, you know, do you see a dead N-word storage, sign?
Yeah, of course. Christian Slater, Patricia Arquette, Dennis Hopper, Val Kilmer, Brad Pitt, Gary Oldman, Christopher Walken, Bronson Pinchot, Samuel Jackson, Michael Rappaport.
Wow.
Yeah. James Gandolfini, Tom Sizemore, Chris Penn.
Dude, is that the greatest cast ever assembled?
It's right up there, dude.
Like, honestly.
In my opinion, it's
Lost
it's one of the
Boys
best
is up
movies
there.
Up there, man. It is such a great movie.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, that cast you just rattled off is up there with
Murder's
the Lost
Row.
Boys. Murder's Row.
Yep.
Especially for the time. So back to George Santos. I will remember.
Brad Pitt's nobody in it. He's a little stoner on a cop. Yeah.
Did you say, Michael Rappaport?
Yeah.
Okay. I was thinking of Michael Richards, but
no.
Yeah.
That would
fit
work
too.
Yeah.
I will remain steadfast in fighting for my rights and for defending my name in the face of adversity. I am humbled yet again and reminded I am a human and I have flaws, but I will not stand by as I am stoned by those who have flaws themselves. I will continue on my mission and to serve my constituents up until I'm not allowed. I will, however, not be seeking re-election for a second term, as my family deserves better than to be under the gun from the press all the time.
You just know you couldn't possibly win.
As you shouldn't. Why are you still there to begin
Lucky
with?
you got in the first place. Lucky you haven't been ousted.
Yeah.
And let's just call this one
like
a wash.
Scruff of the neck and the belt loop.
Yes, you should have been carried out, and the door opened with your head.
Yep,
and I would have no problem with that.
And that's not because he's a fag.
No, didn't even know he is.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay.
Could
care less.
Loves cock.
No, it's because you're a lying piece of shit.
Lying second, dude. I have a.
But he's a politician.
Yeah, but he's just like,
and he makes politicians look bad. I mean,
yeah. He makes other politicians look good.
Right. That's
his lies are so involved and so over the top.
Yeah.
I think we've gone through them before.
Was he a professor? Did he graduate top of his class? Does he have
one of those? But
degree?
Then he got like a GED. But of course, he went to some exclusive private high school. But he didn't. Mm-hmm. Remember the whole Jewish thing? Where he claimed he was Jewish?
No.
And then when they were like, no, your family wasn't in the Holocaust and you're not Jewish. He's like, my grandma was Jewish. So I was saying I was Jew-ish.
Oh, that's right.
Remember the Jew-ish?
Oh, yeah, that's fucking fantastic.
Like Jewy. I'm a touch Jewy.
That's fantastic.
Fucking Jewish is awesome. Like
is really
Jew
good.
apostrophe ISH.
Yes, yeah.
A little Jewish.
Yeah, a little hyphen in there.
Hilarious.
Ish.
So the Ethics Committee unveiled a 56-page report today that said investigators uncovered a complex web of unlawful activity involving Santos' campaign, personal and business finances since they began the review. Panel determined the congressman's conduct warrants public condemnation, is beneath the dignity of office, and has brought severe discredit upon the House. Again, the problem, these old-timey terms and all that only matter if the person that you're giving this scorn and shame to has the potential to display shame. If they really honestly, like, that would be like, oh my God, my family's name will never be looked at the same. People like this don't give a shit. So it doesn't really mean
you have
anything.
no shame used to be an insult. It's now sort
like
of
a legit one.
Now it's a badge of honor.
Right.
You're right. I don't.
Right. Yeah. Santos has already pled not guilty to 23 federal charges, including aggravated identity theft, wire fraud, conspiracy. He's got trial set for September of next year. But then you go through this stuff, and it's like, he was accused of committing identity fraud and credit card theft. He made unauthorized donations using campaign donors' credit card information. That's one of my big fears. Every time you hand your credit card to some
you
fast
never know where
food
it's going.
joint, or a pizza delivery is a good one, because they get the exact name, they get the fucking 3-digit code, they get the zip code, they get the whole numbers. It's like, why can't they just turn around and make an Amazon purchase for $10,000?
They could.
They could.
Absolutely.
That's kind of what he was doing.
Yeah.
He was just taking people that donated to his campaign, he was just taking their card number and buying other shit.
Okay. Yeah.
Fabulous
He's
stuff.
an opportunist.
Yeah. He is also accused of conspiring with his campaign accountant to submit fraudulent information about contributions to the FEC, charged with stealing people's identities and making charges on his own donors' credit cards without their authorization, lying to the FEC and to the public about the financial state of his campaign. He fraudulently collected more than $24,000 in unemployment benefits. So when the pandemic hit, nobody could work. He was still working, collected his $42,000 a year, whatever bullshit, and then filed for unemployment.
The old double dip.
Double dip. Yep. So he's caught doing that. He lied to his donors, used their money to buy designer clothing.
Oh,
why not?
You got to look good when you're working for the people.
I mean, if you're working for the people, and you're not wearing a $400 pair of jeans, you're kind of an asshole.
Exactly.
So
the people expect more.
He lied to Congress. Santos says he attended Horace Mann School in the Bronx during his first years of high school, but had to leave the prestigious private academy in his senior year because my parents fell on hard times. Spokesperson for the school told CNN there was absolutely no evidence he attended Horace Mann. He later obtained a high school equivalency diploma. I believe that is known as a
GED.
That's what I was thinking.
Yes, sir.
He claims he graduated with a degree in economics and finance from Baruch College in 2010. But Baruch told the New York Times that there's no record of Santos being in the class of 2010, nor is there a record of Santos being a star on the volleyball team.
Oh, boy.
So he went that
so
far.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I was the shit on the volleyball team.
Okay.
Santos also spent time at New York University, NYU.
Impressive.
NYU could not corroborate. Later, he told the New York Post that he didn't graduate from any institution of higher learning. His campaign bio states
I took a little bit from everywhere I went, though.
Yeah. You might have strolled around the campus one day. I mean, hell, I've walked around MSU's campus quite a few times.
Indeed.
And U of M's.
Yeah.
I don't claim to have gone there, but, you
could have a dual
teach their
major.
own. Yeah. His campaign bio states he worked at Goldman Sachs and Citigroup, but representatives for both companies told the Times he had no record of his employment. That's weird.
Yeah.
I feel like if I were to, dig deep, do a deep dive on your employment, it would coincide with where you said you worked.
Yeah, I don't. Pretty sure. Yeah,
For the most part.
Yeah, I might leave a few out, but I
Sure.
wouldn't make up any extra ones.
No. Santos kept up the Goldman Sachs lie for years. He spoke at the 2017 trial in Seattle on behalf of a family of friend accused of skimming credit card numbers from ATM machines. So what do you do for work? Oh, I'm an aspiring politician. I work for Goldman Sachs. You work for Goldman Sachs in New York? Yup. In March, the friend came forward informing the feds, oh, by the way, that trial that I was just on about skimming cards and blah, 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 it was Santos who taught me how to skim credit cards. He taught me how to skim card information and how to clone cards. He gave me all the materials and taught me how to put skimming devices and cameras on ATM machines.
Well, it just goes to show you that this guy is just a professional scammer.
Yeah.
And realize that the pinnacle of scamming is public service.
Right. Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah.
So he's right in his wheelhouse.
Yep.
There's also, I could go on for pages, dude. I'm not going to waste your time, but you get the point.
Yeah.
There was also the animal stuff. He was claiming to be part of some sort of animal sanctuary stuff, and they came to him with a vet, as in a veteran, whose dog had some form of cancer or something, needed some $3,000 surgery. So they recommended get involved with George Santos, who was operating under a different name then, which is kind of weird. But
Okay.
whatever.
Sure.
I
Maybe
mean,
that's why they don't have records of him at the universities.
Right. He was Bill Mahalski at the universities, and they don't
right.
know.
Yep.
So this vet, they went and did a go fuck yourself or something and raised the $3,000. And then it was shut down. Santos took off and never paid for the guy's dog to get the surgery. The dog died in a month. And yeah. And then he was like, what?
World-class piece of shit.
Yeah, world-class piece of shit. So that, sir, is why you shouldn't be running for another term. That's
why you shouldn't be walking the streets freely.
Yeah, acting like this is some big conspiracy and hit piece to go after you. No, you're a piece of shit.
I don't want to be under the scrutiny of the media of my family. Fuck off.
Stop it, asshole.
So we can catch up with every single lie that you have.
Oh, shit. I was going to get to this stuff, but I wanted to do this Will Smith story before we get to.
All right.
You got time?
Sure, why not?
Okay.
Where am I going?
I don't know.
And if you do get into the True Romance stuff,
yeah,
go ahead and watch White Boy Day 2.
White Boy Day? What's that?
A scene in True Romance.
Oh, okay.
Oh shit, I didn't know it was White Boy Day.
Oh, you know what? I saw that movie.
White Boy Day, is it?
Maybe we should watch that later. We do have Thursday Night Football. And I think it's a pretty good game.
Ravens Bengals.
Yeah.
Oh, it's such a good movie.
Will Smith feels he is the target of a smear campaign.
Will?
Yeah.
What?
Cuck of the year, right?
Yeah, he's that
cuck of the century.
I mean, really, has anybody had a worse couple years than Will? You know what I mean? Between Jada just fucking cucking his ass out, and then the whole fucking bitch slap heard around the world.
Oh, yeah.
You know,
tough go. Well, it's getting worse. I don't know why it's worse. Why this is a bad thing. I mean, you should just lean into this one. It makes you even cooler, in my opinion. But former assistant, and I mean of like 40 years.
Oh,
okay. So this isn't
some temp that he had for a little bit here and there.
Yeah, this is not a jaded temp who spent a summer with him and then is talking shit.
Yeah,
no, we're talking
so rude to me.
40-year, one of his closest friends and an assistant.
Okay,
brother Bilal.
Brother Bilal?
Yep.
Or just Bilal? And he's a black guy.
Bilaal. It's capitalized brother. After his former assistant, brother Bilal, claimed he caught the actor banging Dwayne Martin.
I don't know who Dwayne Martin is.
I don't either, but it's not, you know what I mean? Like if it was like, oh, he got caught banging, I'm trying to think of a hot black chick.
Go for it. Come on. You got this. Come on. You got this.
Who's the one whose titties we saw in the Fish movie?
Oh my God, no, I can't fucking think of it. I just had it in my head.
Halle
Berry, yeah.
Halle Berry. If it was like, oh, I walked in and caught him banging Halle Berry, it'd be like, all right, I see where you're going there. Probably shouldn't cheat on your wife, but it's Halle Berry.
What was it, Dwayne who?
Dwayne Martin.
Oh, Dwayne Martin, Fresh Prince.
Dune.
Yeah, that's how I got it.
Okay. I would have done Dwayne.
You would.
I would. I would have put a D apostrophe Wayne.
Oh.
Dwayne.
Okay.
So his life partner, Jada, also leapt to his defense, claiming they'll be suing. While their children, Jaden and Willow, are said to be hurt. But not surprised by Bilal's comments. Will is focused on the forthcoming movie, charitable products, but is considering all legal options as he suspects he's the target of a smear campaign.
Dude, he could be so gay and still get the least amount of dick in that family.
Yeah, true. He's exploring all legal options. Will believes the allegation is ludicrous and is hurt that a former friend would turn on him this way. Well, we'll see if that lawsuit materializes.
Yeah, we'll see. It's nice to say now.
My guess is this might be the last we hear about the lawsuit.
I would bet, yes.
Yeah. That you're not going to want to go toe-to-toe potentially in a courtroom with Bilal.
Yeah, you want to get in the discovery phase, Will?
Yeah. You want Bilal sitting there going, man.
You thought all your shit was already out there? My man.
Think again.
Sit this one out.
My guess is Bilal's got a lot.
Yeah, I'm guessing.
And so Jada addressed the controversy on Wednesday, telling TMZ, we suing.
Okay,
we'll see.
What's this we shit, Jada?
Yeah.
You guys haven't been together in 12 years, right?
Yeah. Right? Divorced for 7 or something, or separated.
But he's still bringing in way more money than she is, so
yeah,
it's still we.
It's still we. Rumors of Will's sexuality have persisted for years. Bilal's allegations have been particularly cutting for the family. These rumors are nothing new to Will and Jada. What is new that his friend of 40 years is saying this? Yeah, that's kind of seems like that dude would know. But what do I know?
You would think.
The comments have been particularly hard for Jaden, who they claim had to hide his sexuality for years because his parents were not having any of it.
What are you talking about? Willow's like the fucking weirdest transist shit of them all, right?
Jaden or Willow's the chick.
Yeah, but
Jaden is the Pop-Tart that's running around now. I mean, they probably both are.
Yeah. Is there only two of them?
Yeah, Jaden and Willow.
All right.
And it's Jaden's buddy that
was banging.
Jada was banging.
Yeah.
Was banging Jada. Yeah. He faced backlash when he referred to Tyler, the Creator, as his boyfriend and described himself as sexually fluid while on stage at the Camp Flognaw Carnival in 2018. So after performing, Jaden said, Tyler doesn't want to say, but Tyler's my motherfucking boyfriend. And he's been my motherfucking boyfriend my whole fucking life.
Tyler should have walked on stage, slapped him, and said, keep my fucking name out your fucking mouth.
Exactly. I agree. Mm-hmm. Following the show, he tweeted, yup, at Tyler, the Creator. I told everyone, you can't deny it now. Tyler responded, ha, 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 you a crazy man.
Mm. Oh, boy.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Yeah, he sure did.
Wow.
So now they're faced with fallout from Bilal's shock claim. I don't know if it's so much shocking that their father had engaged in anal sex with Dwayne. No, they usually don't. They'll leave the anal part out.
Boo-foo out, yeah.
Yeah, they're going hard in the paint here.
Yeah. Who would have thought Carlton was the straight one?
Right. So, anal sex with Dwayne in a dressing room while working on an unnamed project. And I'll be honest with you, the way Bilal describes it is only a black guy can describe it that way.
All right.
I mean, they're just so much better and cooler than us.
Very descriptive.
So he was describing the encounter. Bilal told Tasha K, I opened the door to Dwayne's dressing room, and that's when I see Dwayne having anal sex with Will. There was a couch, and Will was bent over on the couch. Dwayne was standing up, killing him, murdering him. It was murder in there. That's a quote. Doesn't that paint the Crest picture?
Right. I think Will's just mad that he came out, he was the bottom. Like, I'd have been all right if it fucking, he just knew and then everybody had to guess. And I was like, yeah, I was top. Yeah.
You had to paint the picture, Bilal, that I was hunched.
Murdered.
Dude, Dwayne was standing up, killing him, murdering him. It was murder in there, which shows you that fucking Dwayne was just
killing it.
Killing him.
Yeah.
Just fucking having his way with Will's ass.
Right? Oh, boy.
He also made some unflattering claims about Will's manhood.
Well, I mean,
boy.
Okay,
he compared his penis to what, do you think?
What?
So
yeah, he compared Will's dick to a Tic Tac.
A pinky toe. Close.
Oh,
not bad.
Oh, boy. No wonder Jada's out taking dick.
Yeah, dick from toddlers.
Right?
So anyways, again, that quote was, there was a couch, and Will was bent over on the couch, and Dwayne was standing up, killing him, murdering him. It was murder in there.
Oh, man.
All right, T, I was going to do a Ask T-Roy before we do an email or two.
Yeah.
And here's the thing. So I was cleaning my desk up the other day. Mm-hmm. And I found a couple of Ask T-Roys, and I don't know if we did these or not.
Okay.
So is it possible that you could hear a sentence or two of this and go, yeah, dude, we did this. We did this next content.
Yeah, I have a wonderful memory. I will definitely know for sure.
All right.
By the way, I heard this was Will Smith as he was getting murdered.
Murdered.
This is what Brother Bilal saw as he walked in.
I love Brother Bilal. He was murdering him. Doesn't that just tell you, like, the slapping sounds going on right there?
Yeah. Oh, my gosh. Oh, boy.
So, dear T-Roy.
All right.
My wife and I had an excellent relationship that involved a lot of partying. After I was injured on the job, I became addicted to painkillers, which resulted in a 20-year battle with addiction. Over the years of trying unsuccessfully to get sober, I asked my wife to slow down her drinking to help me get sober. We've done this one?
Yes.
Okay. It might have been that we did it in extra content, and that's why it was upstairs where it was when I loaded it.
Maybe.
Well,
because he asked her to fucking, and she doesn't want to fucking pump her brakes.
I think so. Let's see. I asked my wife to slow down her drinking to help me get sober. She refused, and ultimately our marriage fell apart.
Yes.
We decided to stay together until our kids were out of school, and wouldn't you know, no sooner did we separate than I was able to get sober. I know it wasn't her fault I was addicted. I think I'm probably better off getting divorced, but I still love her, and I'm curious if you think we should end it or give it another try. Sober guy.
Fuck that bitch.
Fuck that.
You're fucking sobered now, dude. You can go pull fucking real box. Don't fucking settle for that old blown out shit, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, if he's holding it together, I agree with you.
Yeah.
I agree with you.
Get it together, buddy.
All right, let's do an email or two. Marvin's.
Oh. Represent.
Let's see. So he asked about Marvin's, and then he says, never mind about me asking about Marvin's petition. I was writing in the middle of the cast again. Never mind about the have a nice day, though, Steve, in Maine.
All right.
Okay, so he's the one that sent me that little synopsis.
Steve, I hope you found your way in there. It sounded like he was having a few issues with getting logged in to sign the petition.
I tried to click on yours, and it just took me to a video. So I don't know why. I clicked on both what I thought were links that you shared in your original post because I was going to sign a petition.
Okay.
And it just
You didn't sign the petition, you motherfucker?
Dude, I haven't. I tried.
Hurry up. What time is it? My God, you got 6 minutes, man.
It took me to a video with Jeremy Yagoda talking.
No, that was the link. That was the link in the comment.
Right, but just above that seemed like a separate link that I could click on. I did.
The post itself was a link.
Yeah.
And then in the comments was the link to the video.
As soon as we're done with the show.
But I can't pull it up. It'll be on my shit.
Dana White. Dana White is a good guy. He's from here in Eastern Maine. You guys going to mention the Save Marvin's petition. Have a nice day, Stephen Maine. That's what he originally wrote. And then he went, never mind.
Oh, gotcha.
About that, I see. I'm writing during the show.
All right, there you go.
Questions from Jeff. Guys, do you remember whoever did that song, I Want to Have a Stalker, that would be playing on Drew and Mike back in the day? I can't find it on Google anywhere. And then he wrote me back to say, found it.
Never mind, I found it.
Found it. Yeah, that's
you guys with this quick trigger finger, man.
It sucks when you have those old, like a lot of people have asked us over the years about Blackwater Station.
Yeah.
And it's like, yeah, you think everything's on the internet.
No, it's not.
But it's not.
No.
And the musician you're talking about was a kid out of East Lansing, Wally Pleasant. And it's a small world. His mom is good friends with my mom.
Really?
And yeah. I used to go see Wally when I was in East Lansing. You probably went and saw him with me.
Maybe. It sounded familiar. When you said that, I was thinking.
And he did like funny songs on the piano, guitar. He's very talented, super talented. But yeah, Wally Pleasant from East Lansing, local guy. He's great. All right, T, let's get out of here so I can sign that petition.
Let's do it.
Hey, have a great weekend, everybody. We'll do some exclusive content this weekend. I'll do some more Drew and Mike Pause. People seem to be enjoying that a lot. In fact, I've been texting with Drew this morning. And I was asking him if he wanted to come in and do a show. And next week's going to be tough. He's got family in town, and it's a
holiday, short week.
But the week after, he said, you know what, dude? I'm going to take a day off from doing my show and come in and hang with you guys.
Well, hot damn.
Isn't that cool?
There you go. You should take a day off of yours and go in and do his show.
Yeah, I gladly
cross
would.
promotion.
He knows I would do that.
Indeed.
So that's going to happen sooner than later. I know Trav doesn't give a shit about us or this show.
No.
But you know, if Drew's coming in, he'll want to be part of that, which is cool.
Oh, my God. But I just heard his boner.
Oh, did you? Nice. So hopefully we'll have to work it out so Trav can come be a part of it. He'll never hear this. He doesn't listen to the show anymore, so
fair.
It's no big deal. But if I'd let him know Drew, the almighty Drew Lane's coming
We'll reach
over,
out.
Yeah, he'll get on that. So that'll be fun. If you've got questions for Drew that you've always wondered, things I might not remember, feel free to submit them. Walters@DetroitCast.com. Any comments you've got. We certainly appreciate it. Have a great weekend. Go Lions.
Hell yeah.
Go Niners.
Hell yeah.
We're getting to that point where we got 2 football games in the next 5 days. 6 days.
Yeah, that's right.
It's awesome. Love it. So, all right, everybody. Have a wonderful day. We'll talk to you soon.